This is the Mr. Chris Hip Hop Podcast, episode number 37. Let's go.
Yo, come on, let's go. Put your right leg to the side. Now jump. Put your left leg to the side. Now jump. Cross your arms, do it real tight. Now jump. Put your arms up real high. Now jump. Put your right leg to the side. Now jump. Put your left leg to the side. Now jump. Cross your arms, do it real tight. Now jump. Put your arms up real high. Come on, now just roll to the front. Roll to the front. Roll to the front. Roll to the front.
Yo,
now
what's happening? It's your boy, Mr. Christopher Zonderflex Tyler, back in the building with episode number 37. Ready for another podcast. Thank you guys for listening. You can get this podcast on Podomatic.com, iTunes, Stitcher Radio. You can also get it on the website, which is www.mrchrishiphopdance.com. So check that out. I am on social media, so you can get me on Twitter at Mr. Chris Hip Hop, my Instagram and Snapchat, same thing, at Mr. Chris Hip Hop. My Facebook page is Zonderflex. That's ZONDAFLEX. So yeah, holla at your boy on there. Definitely share, if you will, these podcasts on your Facebook pages. Tweet it. You know, however you can help me get the word out. That'll be off the chain. Would love you to do that. So yeah. All right. So this is episode number 37. And the title of this podcast is called The Hip Hop Manual. And the reason I decided to kind of get into the manual is because in yesterday's podcast, I talked about one of the points in there of things you can do in class is, to sit down and think about, write down all the moves that you taught last year and then teach them again. So in doing that, I've been thinking about that myself. Just like, what have I missed? What do I need to go back and get for all the new? There's a lot of teachers out there that's getting ready for new registration season coming up in August. So, for your hip hop classes, there's going to be people in there. Some of them that have been with you forever. And there'll be some new ones in there, and it's always good to have like a blueprint to start all over again, to walk through each move. Because let me tell you something, even the ones that know it or think they know it, they still can use some fine tuning on those moves. Because I guarantee you, they'll be like, man, I haven't done that in years. You know what I mean? So, but the hip hop manual, I have a hip hop manual. I'm actually on it right now. And I'm looking at mine on the Kindle app, but you can also get this download. If you have the Kindle app, you can get it there. It's called Mr. Chris's Hip Hop Manual, and it has on there featuring step-by-step breakdown, key hip hop moves, and all that good stuff. So it's a good reference. We had a sister studio here in Nashville, and one of the teachers that were there would print them out and put them on the mirror and just go through. Because what it is, it's a picture of the different moves, just in case, like if I talk about, because I talk about it all the time. I'm like, talk about waving, popping, gliding. But it's a picture on there where I took the students and I had them hit the poses so that as a teacher you can look at that and go, okay, that's what it looks like, and then I'm going to kind of take it from there. So I'm on mine on the Kindle. You can get it on Amazon as well. You can download it there. If you have any problems downloading it or finding it, shoot me an email, chris@mrchrishiphopdance.com, and I will send you a link. Matter of fact, in the show notes for this podcast, I'll go ahead and put a link on there as well, so you can check it out. All right, so the hip hop manual. Now, what moves are in there? And I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but I'm gonna give you a couple of things. So, number one, popping. So, in the hip hop manual, popping is like the isolation of the muscles, when you almost kind of look like a robot, you know what I mean? But you're doing it to the beat. So every position that you hit, you're squeezing your muscles, you're tensing up your muscles. It's like a hit. So it's like booms, boom, booms, and your arms are in different positions. So on the popping page in the hip hop manual, it has on there, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 6 pictures on there. First picture, there's a picture of a girl with her arms both out, one to the right, one to the left. The next picture, then she shifts her weight, the right arm is in front. These are 2 popping positions. When I created these, I made this to be a drill. So there's 6 positions when you're popping. and you want to hit all 6 of them. So you hit, arms out, boom, right arm in front, boom, arms back out, boom, arms in front of you, boom, arms up top, boom, left arm in front, right? And you do that over and over. You pick a song. You can go to my Mr. Chris instrumental beat song. Pick an instrumental. It's like 2-3 minutes long. Let the whole thing ride through, and then just hit these 6 positions over and over again. So it has popping on there. After that, it'll say something that you can do, how you can put it in a combination. So it says, have dancers move across the floor, hitting all 6 positions. Have dancers repeat this 4 times, full out across the floor. So just a little reminder, like when you get ready to go in class and you're like, what do I do? What are some of the moves that I need to repeat? Popping. It's a good, after you stretch, after you warm up, you can go right in this and make it an exercise. Because what you're doing, I believe that every hip hop combination comes out of a technique that was learned. So it's not just putting together a whole bunch of moves and choreography, but it's teaching the individual moves. And then when you put it together, it has more of a flow to it. Here's another one. There's a section in the manual that says tips and tricks for teachers. It says try making a freestyle circle. Have each dancer enter the circle, executing all 6 moves to make sure they can smoothly move from one to the next. So once they memorize the 6, you can also use this in your freestyle circle. And they come out, hit all 6 of them. Arms out, up, front, right, left, just like that. And then make sure that they're popping and doing it. So that's one. That's one of the moves that you can do in there from the manual. Another one is, now this is a tough one to teach, I'm not gonna lie, but it's gliding. And the one that's in here that I felt like was the easiest one to get a picture of is the moonwalk, where you come up on your toe, you push one foot back, the foot that slides is always flat, and then the shifting of the weight. But it has 4 pictures of gliding in the manual. So I actually went to studio that I just taught at in Athens, Tennessee, and you'd be amazed. Like, I didn't want to teach it because a lot of times when you do a workshop or a master class, it's more like you want to do a hype combo, you want to do something fun. But I decided to start because they had already stretched and they had a class before. So I was like, well, let me get some technique in there. And so gliding is one of them. It's in the manual. You can get it out. You can print it, put it on your mirror, and just have the kids look at it. You know what I mean? So then there's a song that goes with this as well on the Zonda 101 album. Hip Hop for Kids, my first one, same one. The Wave song is on, Jump song is on that album. There's a gliding song. It's called, I think it's called the Moonwalk. Let me show you how to moonwalk, and it goes through these motions. Coming up on your toe, pushing one foot back, shifting the weight, dragging the other foot back. So you can put the song on. That could be a segment of your class. So you have a visual that'll go with the song. You got the song, you have everybody look at that, and then same thing. Then gliding, it has, there's side glides, there's around the world glides, but I believe that the principle of the shifting of the weight going up on the ball of the foot is something that we can always go back to, something that we can pass down. Because none of my babies, none of my minis have done the gliding class. All of my teen seniors, yes, but it was when they were little. So that was another thing that I kind of, got away from. Here's another one, locking. So my daughter, actually, she showed me a video today because I was looking at some different World of Dance videos. And shout out to World of Dance. News alert on that is that there's a show coming out on NBC, a dance show coming out on NBC. I tweeted it the other day, put it on the Facebook page as well. But that's going to be nice for the dance community. Love that. J-Lo is going to be, she got something to do with it. Nappy tab, so it's going to be dope. But yeah, I was looking at a World of Dance video. World of Dance is another resource too for all my teachers out there. Stay on World of Dance. There's a lot of, they post a lot of routines on there. So those are good, but for music choices, always, they have a World of Dance music channel. Always can get good music from there. It's going to be like your, a lot of instrumentals. Some of it has some language in there, but you can kind of weed through there. But always check in with that. They also have different guests that come on there, like the Electrobots is on there, Ditto, and they'll kind of talk about their favorite songs. So great resource. So anyway, I was watching the World of Dance video. And on there, my daughter was showing me this dance. The hip hop dance is so good. It was a small group dance. And they had this whole section where they start locking. And I was like, right, locking. I totally forgot about locking. I used to have a locking warm up in my class at the beginning of every class. Actually, on the Zonda 101 album, there's a whole locking combo. Wrist roll, point, pump, and flick, then locked. Then lock. Now do the school bot. All these are locking moves. But things that you're going to do, these are the actual moves that are in the manual that you can have on there. It has same thing. 6 pictures. One of the wrist roll, one of the Uncle Sam point, another one of doing a pump. Like you kind of take your thumb, like I'm going that way. A lock. What a lock is, when you lock your muscle, your knee kind of, goes forward. You kind of bend over. All of those things are right there. So locking. Very good. So you can use the song on the 101 album. You can also use the picture from the manual. So, but that's it. It goes into, then, there's tutting, there's, just all kind of moves. The 6-step is on there. Freezes are on there. Real good to deal with. There's a picture of the elbow freeze. Now, this one really worked for me. This is actually my first group of kids that I ever taught hip hop here at the studio. I just printed out pictures of the freezes that I wanted them to do, because I'm not a b-boy myself. I started off doing some breakdance moves, and then kind of transitioned over to popping and waving. I like that more. I felt like I could vibe with that more. So there's a lot of things I'm not very, I'm not a gymnast, can't do any tricks myself. But when I show it to them, somebody else doing it, you'd be surprised. These kids are so athletic, so strong these days. And they like, so on there, elbow freeze, handstand, Nike freeze, pike freeze, plank freeze, face freeze, 6 freezes in the manual. You got to get this. I'm telling you, it's a small investment, but it's something that you can go back to year after year, group after group. And whenever you get, you start doing combos, doing choreography, and you're like, I got to get back to some of the technique. This is it right here, Hip Hop Manual. So there it is. That's all. I just wanted to drop you a quick podcast just about the Hip Hop Manual to remind you that it is there. I believe when you click on the web page, my website, the home page, it has a picture of it on there, what the cover looks like. So check that out. Hip Hop Manual, Mr. Chris's Hip Hop Manual, great resource. Oh, the knee drop is in there too. That's another one. So if you start putting these together, you got a set of skills. That's you can work with that. All right, that's it. That's all I got for today. I hope y'all are doing well. It's hot this summer. Woo! It's so hot out there. Hey, but you know what? We still going. Dance teachers, keep doing your thing. Stay encouraged. And holler at me. Again, share this podcast. If you can, on your Facebook, tweet it. Do whatever you can. Hit me up, Podomatic.com, iTunes, Stitcher. Give me a rating on there too. Give me them 5 stars. Let me know. Send me an email. Let me know. And also, if you send an email to Chris at Mr. Chris Hip Hop Dance, and request that leg catch song, I'll send it to you. All right, that's it. God bless. Have a good day. I'm out.
Yo, come on, let's go. Put your right leg to the side. Now jump. Put your left leg to the side. Now jump. Cross your arms, do it real tight. Now jump. Put your arms up real high. Now jump. Put your right leg to the side. Now jump. Put your left leg to the side. Now jump. Cross your arms, do it real tight. Now jump. Put your arms up real high. Come on, now just roll to the front. Roll to the front. Roll to the front. Roll to the front.